Here we are in clip 3, which is the start of the second quarter. This again, things mostly went our way in this quarter. Let's look at what worked, but let's also look at some of the early signs of what led to a change in momentum here in this game. So again, they're playing really packed in tight. So the way that Greg makes a nice shot. Greg, one thing that we can do is even extend them further out, but great catch and great shot. So now we're in Tiger. Colton is playing outside leverage. I'd like to see Preston actually get behind this player, back up, because right now, if this guy's paying attention, he could pass it right over Preston's head. I'd like to see Preston even with this player here playing the outside shoulder, and if the ball comes in here, then he can come up and help Josiah trap. But he's out of position currently in the Tiger press. Okay, so big guys here. Greg's got to identify it. He's got to move up and not allow this person to catch the ball. Now, because Preston was out of position, they were able to outflank it, pass it, and now they're working their way up the sideline. And when you're in one of the outside positions on this zone, we try to keep everything in front of us and play outside leverage so that we can push, so we can trap and push everything back to the middle. And so that leads to, a break of some sort. I think they call a foul. I didn't quite capture what happened, but we're going to go to where they pass it in. Let's see if these two guys stay home so that they're not able to get open for the layup like they did in our first clip. They do stay home. Really nice job by Tripp. Both Greg and Tripp stayed home. Nice job. They step out on the line. It's our ball. Really nice pass by Colton there. But they're going to call 3 in the key on Tripp. So just, Tripp, be careful as you're setting up in that high post. You're coming out past the free throw line from time to time and that you're tracking that. Okay, so once again, I'd like to go back because this is really important. And this is part of what was missing in our Tiger press the whole time. Is let's stop here. Again, Preston's inside this man, taking inside leverage. There's someone behind him. He should be all the way back here outside leverage on this man right here. And then Greg has to identify 45 in the middle and not allow this pass to come in. He should be fronting this man and having a body on him so they can't make that pass in. Because they get in, he's able to just turn, and now they're in a situation where they've got a big, strong steam train coming down. It's hard to stop him once he gets momentum and he's attacking us in the fast break. And that's all because of our starting points in Tiger. So if we can adjust our position in Tiger, that would have prevented that fast break opportunity. Part of basketball is just getting back on defense. I think we did a pretty good job there after they got the rebound of getting a lot of guys back on defense, and as a result, they tried to make a tough pass and threw it out of bounds. But always remember that when there's a change of possession and they get the rebound, we've got to be the team that's faster back on defense because transition points can add up and lead to a lot of quick, easy baskets for the other team. We're extending the defense still. Let's see if we get back on defense. Preston's able to deflect it off his knee and get us the ball back. So Preston, I'd like to see you catching it over here. I'd like to see you try what Brandon did real well in the first couple of quarters, which is instead of just always returning the pass, be willing to drive to your right. Like you have a whole side open right here. And if this man recovers, you might be able to drop it down into trip, or you can just, jump stop, turn around, pass it back out to Jose and continue the offense. But right here, you should be thinking about taking that strong side, especially since you can go right-handed along the baseline without a lot of resistance. Good pass again. And that's the right shot to take, Greg. Don't get down on yourself. And poor Trip, that happened to him twice where the other team just kind of threw it at him where no one wants to get hit. Saw Trip after the game, though. He looked like he was doing all right. Okay, yeah, so you're playing the outside shoulder. Oh, so there, Jose, that's on you. You can't let him split the double team, right? You and Colton should be foot to foot, shoulder to shoulder, so he can't just turn and split you guys down the middle. And that ends up in a foul as a result. Because once we get him in that trap, I mean, that's exactly what we want to make him pass out of. So we're in Tiger here. Greg's a little closer, but because he's not fronting him, because he's not touching him, and even Colton's here, we're just letting him walk up and receive the ball. And that makes it really easy to break our press. Now the pass was off, but that could have been a layup if it was a more accurate pass. So we've got to be more disciplined about our assignments on defense, especially. There, way to get that ball moving quickly. And they're playing so far back that Josiah felt comfortable just pulling up and taking the jump shot. Nice hit. Okay, so Greg's moving up a little bit more. He's still got to get, I want to see Greg in contact with number 45. In contact. Make it difficult for him to move. Don't hold him, but be connected to him. Another three. Same spot. They're going to go timeout, and that's the end of that stretch. We're going to move on to clip 4. And clip 4, I think we keep making a little run, but they start to come back, and we're going to learn some more lessons. So my biggest takeaway from this particular video is that most of the opportunities that we gave to them were because we were out of position in our press. And so that's worth noting and paying attention to.